What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we've got some Destiny 2 news to talk about. We're going to talk about the beta, which is still live. I'll explain about that in a moment. On top of this, I wanted to mention the Lost Sector on Nessus and a few things we've learned about where it may be. We have some confirmation about how many PvP maps and game modes there's going to be at launch for Destiny 2. And as well as this, I wanted to take a quick look at some of the secrets in the new social space. So first up, you heard me correctly. The beta for Destiny 2 has been extended on the consoles, so it's still currently live. It was supposed to end very late last night, but it has been extended until Tuesday at around about 6 PM Pacific time. Now, I believe you have to have the beta already installed. You can't go ahead and download the beta. That's according to what Bungie have said. But if you do have the beta already, it will now run for over 24 hours from when this video goes live. Bungie do say, be warned, Monday and Tuesday will be for more dangerous experiments in the Destiny 2 beta. Do your part and get kicked to orbit to help us prepare for launch. So essentially they're doing some more rigorous server testing over the next 2 days while the beta is live. So if you are playing the game, you can expect there to be some connection interruptions and some issues inside of the beta, which are essentially being caused intentionally to some degree, you know, to kind of give the servers a bit of strenuous testing. But either way, if you're not done in the Crucible yet, or you still want to farm in the Strike for those blues that are dropping, there was a blue weapon which has been dropped now, apparently, which is pretty awesome. You can still do that up until after the normal weekly reset time for Destiny tomorrow. Now moving on, I want to talk about the Lost Sector on Nessus. So yesterday I spoke about the kind of circular building with the Vault of Glass style door. This is actually the Well of Flame on the map of Nessus, and essentially it looks like this is not a Lost Sector, but is the location of a treasure map, as you can see on the map right there. But you do see the nearby Lost Sector also marked on the map. Now this was sent to me by the True Dave on Twitter, which I appreciate, man. But if you head towards where the Lost Sector is in the inverted Spire Strike, you can see the first Lost Sector icon right near the kind of pool of data milk right here. But then if you continue on further round the tree to the side, there is actually another Lost Sector icon on the wall right here. Now, if you're looking at this dead on and you look to the left, there is what appears to be a bit of a path going down to the edge of the data milk right there. And when you follow the path down, it kind of becomes a little bit clearer. You can almost see a footpath in front of you leading up to this mysterious little section of the wall right here, which is kind of set back a little bit. Now, if you jump up close to this area, you can actually see that there is kind of space behind the piece of rock right here. So it looks like there is something kind of hidden behind this piece of the wall. Generally, when you look at it, you can tell that it's kind of a little bit displaced. It's set back differently to the other areas. The path kind of opens out in front of it, and then you can see the space through the gaps inside of there. Of course, this is in direct proximity to the kind of teleporter event that pops up inside of Nessus. So I would agree with David, who sent this to me, that this appears to be the actual Lost Sector. And I guess the idea with the Lost Sector symbols is that when you're actually looking at them, you're looking kind of head on in the direction that you need to go next in order to find the Lost Sector. And then this leads all the way down, and there's definitely kind of a path in front of this door as well. So it's pretty interesting. In terms of how this is going to open up, I do believe you have to use the portals to activate it. But inside of the inverted Spire Strike, of course, the floors kind of fade away at the final level, and I believe that this is potentially what could happen with this space right here, is that the piece of rock kind of blocking the doorway will actually fade away and allow you into the Lost Sector once you successfully complete the kind of teleporter part of the event. But of course, inside of the beta, it's very unlikely that this is turned on. They're just kind of teasing us by having this event type thing pop up. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are down below. Of course, now that the beta is extended, we can do a little bit more exploring around this area. You never know, we might find something else in the beta. Moving on, I spoke yesterday about social spaces in Destiny 2, particularly some new promotional material. I also mentioned about the Crucible as well, which I've had a few questions about. So my friend and fellow YouTuber MisterBo actually sent me these images. I will leave his link in the description below. But he has some pictures of a kind of Destiny 2 preview press pack which has been released to some game stores, and it confirms some stuff about the Crucible. So of course we've got 4v4 matches, but it also confirms that there will be 10 new Crucible maps and 5 new game modes. So at launch of Destiny 2, don't expect any more than 10 maps, and that's 5 game modes. Of course, many of them are designed to be on specific maps, so in a particular game mode, you may only see, I don't know, 2 or 3 maps at launch. Some people have spoken about this on Reddit as well and say that it doesn't seem like enough content, but it is worth pointing out that when Destiny 1 launched, I believe it was 11 maps that we had in the vanilla game. Of course, they add onto this inside of the expansions. The first expansion is supposed to be slated for winter of 2017 or fall of 2017. So essentially before the end of the year, we're likely to see an update for Destiny 2, and I'm sure this will bring a couple of new maps at least. Finally, just a couple of things about the social space which are worth taking note of. It did open up yesterday for a brief period, just for an hour. It's a pretty awesome social space. There's kind of this huge lake or body of water at the back of the social space, which is really neat. I can imagine having like sparrow races on the water or something there. That would be absolutely awesome. From behind the Cryptarch, you can jump up onto the water wheel and get up onto the Cryptarch roof, and then kind of climb across a bunch of cables to get onto the big house roof, as well as the large kind of barn or hangar roof as well, which is pretty awesome. Behind the Cryptarch area, there is a curtain on the left hand side, and you can kind of get into a secret room that doesn't look finished. It doesn't look like a space that they kind of are intentionally using right now, because a lot of the textures and stuff aren't finalized. But who knows, there could be some secrets waiting for us in the full game, or it could just be a glitch at the moment. There are plenty of kind of ledges that you can climb up around the side of the map, which is pretty awesome. And Splat32 sent me a clip of what looks like potentially a little secret path around a kind of cliff edge going out of the farm. Whether this is actually like a secret jumping puzzle that'll take you to a different area isn't clear at the moment. It definitely looks very tricky to actually jump around here, but the character is kind of grabbing hold of those ledges, so it looks like there might be a little secret path going outside of the farm on this cliff edge. But of course, we're gonna have to wait for the full release of the game, or potentially we may see the farm again in the PC beta, which comes in August. Either way, I'm pretty sure there are going to be some things we haven't discovered just yet in the social space that we'll find in the full game. So there we go, guys, just a quick breakdown of the latest news regarding Destiny 2. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, a like is appreciated, and I'll be curious to hear any of your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to save 10% on Control Freak products, including the new Destiny 2 edition thumbsticks, then follow the link in the description, or use code HOUNDISH at checkout, and you'll save yourself a few bucks. For now though, I appreciate you guys watching. Whatever you get up to, have an awesome day.